Hi guys, Jane from Sustain My Craft Habit here. And in this video, we're going to show you how to make a simple floral neutral fall wreath for your front door. And this wreath is part of the Fall DIY and Home Decor Challenge hosted by the DIY Mommy. So make sure to pop over and check out Christina's channel. It's filled with great DIY and home decor ideas. And check out all the other videos that are part of the playlist for this particular challenge. For this project, you'll need burlap, a round wreath form, measuring tape, scissors and shears, clear fishing line and craft wire, clear glue, floral stems, and pine cones for embellishment. Okay, so the first step is going to be to wrap the wreath or the foam form in one layer of burlap. So in order to do that, we're going to cut strips of burlap about 2 to 2.5 inches thick. And you can buy burlap ribbon, but we found this to be a much more economical way to do it. And this burlap you can buy at any craft store, or we purchased ours just at the Home Depot in the nursery section. Inches. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I'm going to cut off the little red strips. In the end, we'll probably need about 10 lengths. My lengths are now each 10 inches long. So once we've cut our strips, we're going to wrap them all the way around using one layer first of burlap. So we'll just put a little bit of hot glue on the back here. Just watch your fingers. And then start wrapping. So now that your wreath is fully covered with the burlap, one layer, we're going to decide how to arrange the flowers. I have 3 sprigs of these anemones from afloral.com, and they're just really beautiful, neutral, and realistic looking. Like it's almost like there's bumblebees in there. They're really pretty. So we could do just one, which looks a little sparse. So I think I'm going to use all 3, and then just decide how you'd like to place it. It could be placed kind of along the bottom and across, a bit of an angle, but because they are so lovely, I want to make the most of them. So I think I'm going to make my wreath with them hanging a little bit up over the end of the wreath, just to give it a little more size, because the wreath itself is pretty small. And then the other beautiful thing about these flowers is that you can kind of bend them into shape. So once they are affixed onto the wreath, you can kind of play with the wires to make the flowers either rest down or stick up a little bit. Okay, so to start, we're going to start with the 1, and they come with a pretty long tail. So I'm going to place it like this, and then take this end and wrap it, bend it so that it wraps tightly around the wreath to make sort of a spiral shape with it. And then we will wrap this around the wreath like so, and around the back. I will later cover this with another layer of the burlap. So that's one. Shape them into place a bit. I will then tie this end with a little bit of clear fish line. In place here. And I'm going to add on the second sprig. This one will be a little bit lower down. It's not going to extend quite as far. Now this is pretty long, so I'm going to take a pair of shears and just cut it off. I really don't need it to be that long. Okay. So now that our flowers are in place, we're going to wrap another layer of burlap all the way around. I'm going to start here, and this is to cover some of these wires. So we will add some more glue. So now that all the pieces are glued in place, I'm just going to go around and clean up the burlap a bit. So I personally think the wreath is looking pretty great as it is, but I also have a cute little collection of these little pine cones which have a nice contrast to the flowers. So I've just wrapped some floral craft wire around the two, and I'm going to add this third one. And that's it. Thanks for watching our video, and we hope you subscribe to our channel for more simple, natural DIY ideas and crafts, and stop by and visit us at sustainmycrafthabit.com.